toda parte de Puerto Rico.
Hello everyone, Charles Walhingford back again with another cigar pairing, and today we have a special pairing, and this special pairing consists of the Cohiba, the Cuban Cohiba Siglo II, Siglo II. Alongside of that is the Singleton Single Malt Whisky, 15 year. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna let this cigar and this experience mature, and I'll be back with you in about, with this size cigar, not long, probably 35-40 minutes, and we'll talk about the cigar, the distilled aged spirit, and the combination itself. All right, I'll see you then. Okay, we are back with the Siglo II, Cohiba Siglo II, and the Singleton Glendullan 15 year. Before I get started with the pairing, let's take a second to talk about the cigar and the single malt scotch. This is a Siglo II. Siglo II means this is a petite Corona. Petite Corona is a 5x42 gauge cigar, which means it's a smaller gauge cigar. That's not what usually that Americans are used to. They don't go to these smaller gauge cigars. But when you have a smaller gauge cigar, you don't lose flavor, you actually gain flavor. And I couldn't imagine going too much larger than a Siglo IV. That might be too much. Siglo III would be nice. Siglo IV, maybe nice, just as nice, but the Siglo II is good. It is actually pretty good. Only thing you will have when you have these smaller gauge cigars that you have, like with a Lancero, they need to be babied. They need to be constantly puffed on, or they will go out. They absolutely will go out. The cigar is a medium strength. This is a Cuban, of course. When a Cuban, you always will have it, for the most part that I know of, it'll be a puro or puro, meaning the wrapper, binder, and filler are all Cuban. The price around $11. It's rare that you're going to get it for less than $11. More so going to be more expensive unless you buy it, of course, in a larger amount in bulk and so on and so forth. A box, it might cost maybe $10. All right, flavors. It is a creamy cigar, just like any Cuban, but everything in here is all subtle. You have a subtle cocoa, subtle cedar, subtle hay, light honey. No flavor, just is extremely dominant. It's a light flavored cigar. Very nice, but a light flavored cigar. Now let's talk about our distilled aged spirit. This is a single malt Scotch malt whiskey, Singleton Glendullan 15 year. With this, it is a lighter cigar. I mean, a lighter Scotch malt whiskey. It is having 15 years. It gives it a little bit more body, slight earthiness. Slight, believe me, slight. There's not a lot of earthiness to it. It's a space side. When you have a space side, it already is going to be a lighter, less dominant, punch you in the face type single malt Scotch. There's little to no peat involved in space side. This, I don't pick up hardly any peat in this single malt Scotch, which for me is good. I'm not a really I shy away from heavily peated single malt scotches. I don't know when you will ever see me have an Islay on here. Sorry, it just may not happen. Alcohol by volume, 40%. So the flavors you're looking for, or the flavors you may pull out of this, the notes, is a fruity, clean space side. That's basically what it is. I don't want to go too far with flowery explanations. You can go online and find those. I don't like those because they just go too far. Let's go with the pairing score. The pairing score is an 89. The reason why I give it an 89 because they just don't have any oomph to it. Every single one of my pairings isn't going to be a perfect pairing, and I don't want to give this a perfect pairing, though they work well together, and I couldn't imagine pairing both of these with something else at this point. But at the same time, nothing jumps out at me and says, wow, this is outstanding. Wow, these really help each other. I did experience a little bit of amplification of flavor when I first drank and then I took a puff. That's when I experienced the amplification of flavor, but it didn't happen a lot. It just once in a while it would come in, oh, this is great. Other puffs and other sips together would be like, oh, this is nice. And at 89, it's nice. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is my pairing. That is my score with the Singleton Glendullan Single Malt Scotch 15-year and the Cohiba Siglo II, Siglo II. I hope you like this video. If this video helped you out with your future cigar pairings, if you liked it, again, hit the like button. If you have not seen my videos before, this is your first time watching these videos, don't forget to subscribe. And if you liked it, you might as well share. I'm Charles Walhingford, and this is how I spend my money.